Welcome to the motherfucking show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the motherfucking show. This right here is going to be the trade of the week. We actually traded Facebook twice. So we're going to show you right now what we were looking at. Basically, Facebook's previous all-time highs before the virus stuff. Was 224, something like that. Sold off. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Big bull run recently. Gapped up, I think, on news I think they were competing with Zoom, maybe. I can't remember, but anyway, it created a gap right here. So gaps tend to need to be filled, right? So this blue line was the gap fill. That's what happened, right? Filled the gap, hit my first price target, which was the green line. Went farther than that, and then settled around the previous high. So here's what we were looking at. The ad news, like boycotting ads, that was happening, was driving it down. Okay, it had formed a wedge right here, and then it was driving it down. It got oversold, and we were looking at some type of bull play, had the market lined up for it, which it did. We were going to look at some type of bull play on it. So that's what we did, okay? The first one was on Monday, okay? The first one was on Monday right here, 8:56 a.m. So Monday was this 5 EMA cross at the 5 minute, would have been here, okay? So we trade EMAs, y'all know that. So we crossed right here. It's going to be a quick trade. Had good volume for a little bit. Volume kind of died. Right here on this reversal candle is when we sold, okay? So closed it, closed 20% at 9:11. But it'd be 10:11 on this chart, right here, okay? Somewhere in this candle, right? 20%. And then I don't see, this is what, so we closed half at 20% right around here. It would have been this cross. We would have sold it 20%. Not much of a run, right? It's not big price difference, 20%. But then this won't show me the time. I remember closing it later in the day, 45%, okay? So what I'm guessing, if I had to look back at the chart, it would have been probably somewhere at this previous high right in here, okay? So 45%, 20%, that's the first trade of the week on Facebook. The second one, which was even more money, was pretty news driven right here. So like I said, the ad boycotting, right, is what we were looking for. On Wednesday, we woke up and it had created a little gap, okay? So what we're looking at with these gaps is kind of who's going to win the first 10, 15 minutes is generally what I look at. It's kind of hard to look at your indicators because the market just opened. So at first we're thinking, oh my God, like it's going to shoot back down, fill this gap, and tank. What happened is you had this little consolidation at the opening of the market, kind of see where it's going to go, or kind of see where it was going to go. Then you had this engulfing candle, okay? The EMAs are still very, very separated, so we're bullish, okay? Engulfing candle right here. We entered it, right? Let me scroll down here. It would have been Facebook, July 2nd, 2:30 calls. I remember entering them specifically on this engulfing candle. So we let it run, and then I think we closed half or a quarter or something like that. Yeah, half, 15%. Okay, we had a lot of money in this one. We weren't playing around. So it expires this week, or it expired that week. So we took our profit margin, 10%. We got 15, 50, and then, I'm sorry, 10, 25, 50%, right? That's what I like to do. So it would have been right around here, somewhere is where I sold it. I remember it being up higher. But when I started seeing this big wick forming, I took the 10%. So in this 5 minute candle, we sold all of them. Okay. I didn't want to play with it. Like I said, I had quite a bit of money in it. I didn't want to play with it. So we did 15%, 34%, 11%, all pretty much within this same candle right here. I started seeing it sell off. Couldn't really, I mean, I had it at 1.75%. but I couldn't, with trading options, the premium moves so quick, you can't really get a bid out and executed as quick as you want sometimes. But so here's where I'm kicking myself right here. Little personal info. I had to work late, so I needed to go to sleep basically before work. the issue is I would have kept some of them. I probably would have kept probably half of them. I had 4 contracts. I probably would have kept two of them. So what happened is it bounced off the 20 beautifully, right? So when we see this right here and no cross, we're bullish as hell, right? So what happened is it did that and it kept running all day, right? It did cross right here. I probably would have sold right here. I don't even know what percent it would have been at, but at this level, I remember waking up before going in and looking at it. The option, the 230 July 2nd calls, since they were way in the money, it was almost 240. They were up 437%, right? So I'm guessing around this level when I would have sold, it would have been somewhere around 300%. So I'm kicking myself on it, but I had to get some sleep, man. So those are the 2 trades of the week, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate it.